This is Lists-Tillmon recording a video on variable length arguments.
Definition. In Java, we have a mechanism known as variable length argument list. Using this, you can write a method that takes a variable number of arguments, meaning you can create methods that take any number of arguments when called. In order to utilize variable length argument list, use the following in your desired method header. Have your regular definition of your method, public or private, static or not, your data type here, and then the method name. But then when you want to use the variable length argument list, have your data type followed by 3 ellipses, and then the name of the variable you're going to use in your method. The declaration requires 3 ellipses, 3 periods, which you'll see right here, following the data type of the data type for your accepting variables. The 3 ellipses create a special data type known as a var parameter, which take a variable number of arguments. Ways to use. var can be used for multiple types of input. Public static. Here's an example method. Public static method and numbers. So we have a var here that accepts any number of numbers. Here it can accept an array of integers, so it can take arrays or any number of arrays, or any number of ints, or in any case a number of ints with any number of array integers. And we'll see an example of this in our demo. Alright, here's an example of the method we're going to be using today. It's called total balance. We'll define our var parameter by having the method accept the following: total bank account 3 ellipsis accounts. This accepts any number of arguments in the bank account class object. So yeah, we're going to be passing different objects to it today. So yeah, you'll see. Give me a second. Alright, here's an example of our total balance. We're going to delete this, and then we're going to start from scratch and recreate it. Alright, first we start with our method header. Public static double total balance. And then for our var, we're going to use bank account, which is the type we're going to use here because we're using objects of the bank account class. And then accounts. Alright, close this off real quick. And then for more, double total equals 0.0. This is going to be our accumulator. So pretty much our count for our upcoming loops. Alright, now we're going to create a for loop down here for bank account act object accounts. This is an enhanced for loop. Pretty much we're creating a bank account object called act object, and for any number of accounts that come through, we'll have it come out. We'll have any of these, any account or any number that comes through from bank account will go through a act object, and through act object we'll save it into our total for our total number of sums for any object. So act object get balance. Then we return our total. And that should do it. Alright, now let me give you an example of the type of objects we're passing through. Here, earlier in the slide, we create 3 bank account objects. One being 100, another one being 500, and the third one being 1,500. And now we're going to start calling it. Here we have we have total, which was created earlier in the slide to hold total balances. We're going to call total balance here with one account, and then we'll get it, and then we'll get this price here. But then for the next one, we pass two accounts into it, and then it's going to add those two numbers together. And then for the third one, we call all three in and get their totals together. So we're going to compile. And now we run. Alright, our first total being 100, our second total being 600, which, as we saw earlier, is 100 plus 500, which are these two things right here. And then the third type being 2,100, which is the sum of 100, 500, and 1,500. So yeah, that's using var. There's, as I said earlier, you can use arrays and stuff the same way, but since we're using, I just wanted to show the example using objects. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.
Alright, that should do it for variable length argument lists. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a nice day.